Today we're going to learn how to wind the bobbin. So in order to wind the bobbin you need two things. You firstly need a reel of thread, and then you also need a bobbin, an empty one preferably. Okay, so the next thing we need to do is to pop the reel of thread onto the spool pin, and we need to put it around the little tension guide here. Now to do that we need to go in a clockwise direction, which means that what will happen is the thread will cross over, and we want that to happen to keep the tension nice and tight. Our bobbin will then sit on the bobbin winder, and we need to, in a clockwise direction once again, wind a little piece of thread around the bobbin just to secure it in place. We also need to stop the machine needle from moving up and down, so that because we're going to be going quite fast, we don't want the needle to be going up and down, otherwise we'll break it. So to stop the needle we need to hold on to the hand wheel, and then with our small hand wheel hold on to that and just move it until it's nice and wobbly and loose. And that will stop the machine needle going up and down and breaking it. Now the next thing we need to do is make sure the machine is on, so turn the machine on so we have some power, and then we need to engage the bobbin. Now to do that we need to push it across to the right. Now once we've pushed it across to the right, it's in gear. It means the machine will be able to go quite fast. We've disengaged the needle so it won't go up and down, and we won't break the needle or damage the machine in any way. So then our next thing to do is we're going to put our foot on the foot pedal. Now when we do that, you can put it down so that you're going quite fast, but keep it even. Don't move your foot up and down, because that will mean the tension on the thread going onto the bobbin will also be quite loose. So we need to keep it even. So I like to put my finger on the reel of thread to stop it from bouncing off. You don't have to do that, but I just find it's easier to do that. So foot down on the foot pedal, and you will notice that the thread is winding evenly up and down the bobbin. And we're going quite fast. The needle's not moving, and we can get the job done very quickly. Once we get to a point where our bobbin is almost full, then what we can do is slow down and stop, and we're ready. Our bobbin's now filled and ready to be popped into the bobbin case so that we can sew. Two things we need to do before we do that: disengage the bobbin, so we need to push it towards the left, and then that way you will be able to take it off and use it in your bobbin case, popped in your machine. And the other thing we need to do is retighten our little hand wheel so that our needle goes up and down. So you need to hold on to the large part of the wheel and turn the small part so it's nice and tight. Once it's tight, the machine's back in operating order again, and we'll be ready to sew.